Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we will talk about a very beloved electric car, at least in Europe. It's about the brand new Skoda Enyaq Coupe. It comes with a new design language, which we will talk in this video and I will show you when we get outside. And also I will explain you everything in this video. We will be doing a full review, interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia system. We will talk about the space. We will talk about the changes and the difference between this facelift and the previous facelift, because it comes with a pretty much changes in comparison with other cars that make facelifts, but the changes are quite minimal. So stay with me in this video if you want to find out everything about this new Skoda Enyaq Coupe facelift. Also the classic and not coupe-ish version, I will have it also probably in a separate video, so stay close to see that, because that's a little bit more spacious. But this one, from my point of view, it's a better choice because it has a better aerodynamic. It looks quite nicer. But if you want more practicality and more space, I think the classic version will make more sense because it's also cheaper and it starts at a cheaper price, which is quite good. I mean, you need more space and you pay less for the car. So yeah, quite interesting. Anyway, we will start with technical data and then we will go outside to talk a little bit about the exterior design, interior design, multimedia, and then you will find out everything about this Enyaq. First of all, the car comes in kind of two powertrain versions and two battery types. It comes in 60 with a 63 kilowatt hour battery. It comes 85 with an 82 kilowatt hour battery, or 85X with the same battery, 82 kilowatt hour battery, but two electric motors, one on the front, one on the rear. And the last one, it's the RS version, which is not already on the market. That will come with the same battery, 82 kilowatt hour battery, but will have also two electric motors, but will have 330 horsepower, so will be more powerful. So if you're looking for more power, as much as it gets, I will really recommend you to wait a little bit and go for RS. Otherwise, the version that I have with me is the 85 version. That means it is just with one electric motor on the rear. It drives the rear wheels, but from my test, I noticed that it's pretty quick. So if you want to see it on the road, I have a separate video where I drive the car, so definitely check out that video, because there I give you more information about suspension, visibility, comfort, consumption, and so on. So definitely check out that video as well. When it comes to price, let me tell you that the entry-level version, the 60, start at 44,651 euro. Then we go to 85, the simple 85, it starts at 50,723 euro. And the Sportline version with the Sportline package and all that options included, which we have also today on the car, start at 54,714 euro. The good part is that with the Sportline you get a lot of option included, like matrix LED headlamps, sport suspensions. You get also a lot of other design features and design sporty, nicer look, and also it comes with this panoramic glass roof as standard on Sportline version. But the thing is that with this panoramic glass roof in the summer is not super fun. If you go for the classic version with panoramic glass roof, you can also open it, but you can also kind of cover this glass, you know, with a cover sun protector, and it's also electric, so you can cover it. So when it's super hot outside, you can kind of stay covered. But on the coupe version, keep in mind, because you have this super nice design, it looks great, but in the sun, in the summer, when it's super hot, it might be inconvenient. So maybe you can buy something to cover it in the summer, but yeah, the way it looks is just gorgeous. Anyway, we have the 85 version, we have the Sportline version included, and the price of the car that I have with me, it is around 55,000, 56,000 euro, around there. So now, depend on the country, the price might be different as well. Good. The battery capacity for the version that I have, as I said, 82 kilowatt hour battery. It's an NCM battery. Also on the 60 version, it's a 63 kilowatt hour, also NCM lithium battery, 400 volt, both of them. The power of the car that I have with me, 286 horsepower. The entry level 63 or 60 have 204 horsepower, and the RS 340 horsepower. The range of the car, entry level 446. The car that we have today for the 85 and 85X, 591 kilometer WLTP, and for the RS in the future will be 558 kilometers. The charging speed on the 60 version, it's 165 kilowatt in DC. For the 85, surprisingly, 135 kilowatt, and for 85X, 175 kilowatt. Also, the top speed 160 km per hour for the 60 version and 180 km per hour for 85 version. A 0 to 100 can do in 8.1 seconds for the 60 version and 6.7 seconds for the version that I have with me, 85. Drag coefficiency really incredible here because they really improved that. For the version that we have here, it's 0.22. And for a SUV coupe, it's just incredible. I mean, the number is really, really good. And for the classic Enyaq, I mean, non-coupe-ish, it's 0.24. So it's like 0.02 difference between those two. But the numbers, even for the classic one, it's very impressive. And with this facelift, they really improved aerodynamic. Not only the look of the car, and we will talk about that when I get outside. Consumption 15.7 kilowatt hour estimation, we will test that in the test drive video. Also turning circle 10.8 meters, the weight of the car 2,230 kilograms, trunk space 570 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely it will go up to 1,610 liters. That's for the coupe version. The normal classic version have more space in the trunk because it has much more squarish design. Ground clearance 18.1 centimeters. Now the car comes with MacPherson suspension independent on the front, and on the rear multi-link independent suspension. This version that I have with me didn't come with the DCC adaptive suspension, but you can get it optional if you want to have that. You can get it optional in a package. There are two packages. Now, depending which country you are, might be different the packages, but you can get the package with the metric headlamps and many other options for 1,749 euro, which we have here in this car with Canton speakers and many other options. But you can get also the top of the range package, which is, they call it pack 4 Tech or something like that, a Max or something like that, and you have everything in the car including DCC. And if I'm not wrong, what else? I don't remember exactly, but you can get the DCC, the adaptive chassis control, as another extra included in that package, and I really recommend you to get it because I think the DCC from Škoda and Volkswagen Group, it's an amazing feature. It's one of the biggest invention in the last years when it comes to suspensions. This one here, the Sportline version, have the sport suspensions. Now if you go for the classic, for the normal one, have the normal suspension, so they are a little bit more comfy. This one, it's also a little bit more set up to be a little bit stiffer, even though it's not stiffer, but it's a little bit more sporty. It sits a little bit better in corners. But the normal, the classic one should be a little bit comfortable, but not huge amount. But if you go for DCC, it's just extreme because you have 15 levels of setup, so you can make it super comfortable, super stiffer, depend how you want it. Also, the color, in case you're wondering, steel gray, they call it, 600 euro, look fantastic. The heat pump, surprisingly, on Škoda, it's optional. It's a 1,000 euro option. If you want to have the heat pump, I really recommend you for the winter. I think it's very useful. Also, the length of the car 4.66 m and the wheelbase 2.76 m. So in terms of length, it's basically similar, almost similar with the previous version. It's just 1 millimeter or something like that difference. And also it's built on the same MIB platform as Volkswagen use also for other cars, and it's a very good platform which they improved in the last years a lot. Anyway, let's go outside to talk a little bit about the design now. This is the key, same key, probably you saw it on the previous other versions, other models, also on Volkswagen Group. The only difference is the logo on the back. What you can do with the key, lock, unlock, it comes with keyless entrance, that's great. You can also open the trunk because it comes with automatic lift gate. The cool part is that as soon as you go close to the car will unlock for you without you needed to press any button. So this is great. It comes also with electric folding mirrors, which is fantastic in a tight space because it has a pretty big mirror. So this is also very useful. But you can also lock the car by having your finger here, or immediately when you come here, you put your hands, it's unlocking automatically, and this is very useful. And of course, we can press this button and open the trunk and it's opening so quick. Wow, it's surprisingly quick. So probably this is one of the quickest trunk I ever tested, and you don't have to hold all the time the finger on the key. This is quite cool. Otherwise, if you hold the button to unlock for a few seconds, you can open the windows completely everywhere. You can see on the rear it doesn't come with double glass, but on the front the car have double glass. Look at this. This is double glass. Great, right? And you can lock it the same story. You hold it like that, it's closing the windows completely, and it's moving so quick. Now, regarding the doors, by the way, in terms of quality and the sound, to be honest, it sounds very good. I really like the quality. The door feel heavy, feel good quality. Also on the rear, it feels like a premium expensive car. So Skoda become more and more premium from my point of view. So many elements look look, and not only look but feel much better from model to model. Now let's talk a little bit about the exterior design. So as I said, this is the Coupé version, and I'm really happy that I have the Coupé one because it looks just phenomenal. It's probably one of the most beautiful SUV Skoda ever made from my point of view. It looks so sleek, it looks so beautiful, and this color remember me a little bit of Porsche Cayenne a little bit. I don't know, some shape, some lines. It looks so good. I really love it. I mean, in terms of exterior design, I'm really happy driving this car on the street. It really looks sleek and nice and modern, and it's much more beautiful than the previous version. If you remember the previous version, if you remember the front end from the previous version with that big grille in the front and kind of classic look. And I'm really happy that Skoda finally changed that design and this design language. You can see in the front it's very similar, the design language with Elrock. You remember I reviewed it a few weeks ago, and you remember it has kind of the same daytime running light and headlamps split in two this time. On the previous version wasn't split, but now it's split and they look quite nice. Love the sleek look, love the new design. Now, the cool part is that, from what I understand from Škoda, they really improved the aerodynamic of the car, and there are so many elements. The air intake, the down part of the bumper down there, and the air intake from the grille, also the side and the lines of the car, and even the back end of the car have been improved to have a very good drag efficiency. And you can really see the sleek front end of the car. You can see it from this angle. How beautiful is this front round design. And I really did test the car. I drive on the highway at high speed, and I have to tell you, I was impressed. I was definitely impressed with the sound insulation as well, and with the way the air is floating around the car, and also with the efficiency of the car was pretty good. Anyway, it's summer, so yeah, probably that's why it's also adding to the good result of the consumption, but still. Now, the fact that it's the Sportline version, you can see it has all these add-ons of black glossy on the downskirt around this area, the mirror caps, the black around the windows come for the Sportline, this nice sleek design on the bumper in the front that came out a little bit, and then you have this glossy black here in the front. Also, by the way, this is illuminated in the nighttime. It looks fantastic. Probably I will try to add some images from the nighttime so you can see how it looks. Here you have the Škoda in black glossy that comes also for the Sportline version. This is the front camera. Otherwise, very sleek design again in the front. Here it's split in two this time. This is the new design language where it's split the daytime running light and the turning signal. Right now the turning signal is on, but otherwise is the daytime running light. And down here we have the matrix LED headlamps plus the bad weather lights. It's also integrated here. I think it's this on the side. And this is the matrix headlamps, which will kind of avoid other traffic participants. And the good part is I will have a video in the nighttime. Definitely check it out if you want to see how they work on dark streets. Here you have the air intakes, exactly what I told you before. They improved this, so the air will go inside here. It's pretty big, and then it goes around the wheels to improve the aerodynamic. and to help the air flow around the car. And from what I understand, even this lip down here, which is very nice painted in the same color as the car, will also improve. So all this area will improve the aerodynamic. Now here is the grille. It has a very nice, interesting design. As all electric cars, it's on the lower end. The most impressive thing for me is the fact that it doesn't have active cooling, so you can see the air go directly to the radiator and then cool down the battery. I was expect to have some clappers and pedals to close and open in order to improve the aerodynamic or the temperature inside, but I guess they don't need that probably. But yeah, I don't know, not sure the reason. 4 sensors on the front, there are not 6 anymore. Probably the car doesn't need, but it has a sensor somewhere around here, a radar integrated in this area, so to help the adaptive cruise control and all the safety features. And this is the front end. Look at the hood, it's different with very beautiful line and super nice, aggressive, angry front end. I like it. What do you think about it? I think it looks great. Now, going on the side here on the windshield, by the way, if I'm not wrong, you have here the camera and the sensor for light and raining, and there is the camera to read the traffic speed limit sign, help with lane assist and all that. Yeah, safety features. A little bit lower, we have these black insertions here. Here, a little bit lower, you can see, like in comparison with other SUVs, most of the SUVs these days, around the edges of the car, around the wheels here, they have some plastic to protect those areas. Here you don't have the plastic. You have directly the paint of the car. This make the car look so good. Yeah, of course. This make the car look complete, but it's not very practical if you scratch it here in this area. Not a big deal. It looks great, but if you scratch it, you have to pay attention because they have to repaint all this part. But the good part is at least they have protection, plastic protection around here, and they have also this plastic around the skirt here and under the doors. And they have also a pretty nice, interesting design here to improve the aerodynamic, but also make the car look good. Ventilated brake discs on the front, normal brake discs. As I said, 20-inch rims. You can see here the tire size, 235, 50, R20. Those are the tires, and the rims look also pretty solid and nice and quite aerodynamic. Now, a little bit higher, we have the huge mirror, as usually Volkswagen Group uses with very big mirror. Turning signal indicator here, very visible. Here's the camera for 360 degrees camera. A very nice leg. I can see even the leg have been improved in terms of aerodynamic, and it's also installed on the body of the car. That's good for visibility and also for aerodynamic. And here you have a huge mirror, so you see very good from inside. And here you have the blind spot view light monitoring. And then black glossy around the edges of the windows. On the Sportline version, black glossy here, very nice transition here in the back, tinted windows there, tinted windows here in the back. Also, I love the sleek design on the upper end. So for the Coupé version, I really like this sleek design. All it's glass, so from here until the front windshield, it's only glass above here. Also, they made a very nice transition. You have just the radio antenna a little bit higher, and here you have the brake light integrated into that window on the rear, plus all this window on the rear, it's heated. Now, in the back here, also very nice, sleek design. I'm really happy that we have this color because we can see all those beautiful lines when they design it. And also here, they design a line here, down here on the bumper. They have this beautiful line. Man, all those lines on this color make the car look so good. Now you can see how good designer is on a bright color or a color like that. Anyway, here have been redesigned the back end as well. So the tail lights have been changed. So you can see they kind of have a different design. The turning signal sequential. Here is the fog lamp. This is the tail light with this kind of crystal design from Škoda, but much more sleeker, much more nicer integrated into the back here. Also very nice integrated. It's also the letters in black glossy Enyaq, also Škoda, and Sportline, so you know which version it is. We have that Sportline badge here on the right side. And look at this, you have also this lip, so you can see this area. It goes like a spoiler, like a little lip on the back here, so also to improve the downforce. Down here, reverse camera and LED lights on the number plate. Of course, 4 sensors on the rear, again, not 6. And I really like how simple they design. Also this bumper with black glossy, some light reflectors that goes in curvy here, quite nice approach, and otherwise super simple design. And here I think it's the hook. I'm not sure if this car have the hook, but usually here should be the hook you get if you get it as an option. Overall, pretty beautiful car. Now, by the way, I forget to tell you, on the rear, the car comes with the drum brakes, so it doesn't have brake discs, the same as on all car on this platform. Now, here is the door for charging port, AC up to 11 kilowatt, DC up to 175 kilowatt charging. So that's more than enough to charge the car from 10 to 80 in around 30 minutes. So this is it. This is the exterior. Now I want to show you under the hood a little bit, but now I want you to go in the comment section and tell me, do you like this car? What do you think about it? What did you change to it? Or what would you not change to it? But yeah, from my point of view, I think it looks great. Now let me put this on auto. Here's the lights, by the way. Put it on auto. The hazard light button, physical button, this is great, very well positioned. We will talk about that a little bit later. And this is the way it looks with daytime running light on. Quite nice. Man, it's so attractive, the car. I can't believe how beautiful it is. And by the way, here I can see this is a little bit more extended. That's good. You know why? Because when you wipe it or when it's raining, usually in some cars the water go like this and go on this window. But here the water will stop in this, and then will go up here and then go around the car. That's helpful. On my Tesla it comes always on the window. Here you have a manual lift gate, and it's also a little bit heavier, but you don't pretty need to use this part. Here's the wiper liquid, and there is the liquid for the brakes. There is the liquid for the cooling, and then this is the way it looks. So no storage space here for those of you that are wondering, do you have a storage space in the front like or some other electric cars? No, you don't have a storage space there. So here's your answer. Going in the trunk, I'm not sure if you have that things with the foot. I'm not sure about that, but you have a button down there. You can press it and you open the trunk. 570 liter, as I said before. In this Coupé version, in the classic version, you have a little bit more space. Otherwise, anyway, you have a huge space here. Even in this Coupé version, man, it's so big, the trunk, trust me. Even if you have 2 free kids, you have plenty of space here. And why I say free kids? Because you can also install the child seats here in the front, which is great. Here in the front, one, and on the back too, so you can have free kids with child seats inside the car, which is great. Now anyway, huge entrance. I also left this on purpose to see the protection for the trunk, but I will take it out. You have also a hook here. You have also hooks here on the side, very useful. You have LED lights. You have also a hook here, some storage space where you can put different items. You have also this super useful, clever solution from Škoda. And on the right side, again, you have hooks here in the corners, hook here. This one is from the interior, I think you know it. You can put it on the center console, some storage space, hooks here, and the car comes also with a 12-volt port, so very useful and very needed in an SUV. Anyway, hooks also in the corner. You don't have a flat floor, that's the thing, so don't expect to have a flat floor, even though surprisingly, now you have here like 20 centimeters maybe deepness, but surprisingly you have this step for a flat floor. So I'm not sure, you put the floor here, but then you don't have where to put it on the other side. But otherwise you kind of have the possibility. And under the floor here, you're probably wondering, is just a storage space for the cables or wherever, a repair kit or wherever other things you want to put, you find that storage space there. And of course, let me take this out and then I will show you how it looks with the seats folded down. Now this is the way it looks without that protection. It's huge, I told you. The entrance in the trunk, it's extremely big, so you can fit in here big items without any problem. If you want to fold down the seats, you have to stretch a little bit until here in order to fold it down. You have the possibility to fold down the middle part and also stretch a lot because it's kind of long, this trunk, and you can carry long items like skis, and in the same time have two passengers. This is very useful, very convenient. And then if you want to fold down the seats, you press this button, push it forward, and that's it. And once you fold it again, you can see here that come on, you can see right here, you don't have a completely flat floor, but you kind of have this possibility, because if you put here kind of a floor and then it goes here, so kind of you can make it flat. But otherwise it's pretty big. It's pretty big. I want to show you also from the side. If you open the side door, pretty big entrance also here. This is the way it looks. So I would say plenty of space. Here it's quite good quality. Under the seat you have a transmission. No, you don't have a transmission tunnel. Yay, look at this, it's quite flat. I like that. So you can basically stay in the middle without any problem. You can also add some baggages down there, so you can use that space extremely well. So yeah, I would say it's very practical for a coupe version. Up here you have two LED lights, which is great in the nighttime, and you have another one there. So in the nighttime it's illuminated very well, and also you have the button, of course, up there so you can close the trunk. Now let's go inside, or let's start with the door first. This is the door design. Here you have also the protection integrated for the sun, or privacy protection, which look great and it's very useful. The design of the door, it's very beautiful, and I really like this carbon fiber insertion here. It has also ambient light in the nighttime. It looks great. I will make a video in the nighttime, definitely check it out. A speaker here. This is the finger handle, which look great. Then you have the speaker here, speaker down here. Storage space, pretty good storage space in the door band, so there are very big spaces there. And I like the fact that all this area, it's made in this leather. It's an artificial synthetic leather everywhere here, exactly where it's matter. The entrance is big in the car. I like that. Huge entrance. You can see from here a little bit better the panoramic glass roof, which look lovely. It comes standard on the Sportline version. It looks great. Too bad that you cannot cover it, but you can get an aftermarket cover, so you can it can help you with that. But otherwise it looks lovely. Then you have, what I like very much, you have the place for the seat belt that stays here, so you don't have to worry when you put the seats down and up that you always have to hold the seat belt. Also, I love the fact that this soft material, soft leather, come always here in the back, close to the rubber, to the ceiling, which is great. The comfort for the passengers in the back will be great. It's a nice configuration. You have a few configuration in terms of seats, but most of them, they are eco-friendly. They use a lot of eco and recycled materials, which is great. And here we have this artificial leather with this Alcantara in the middle, kind of perforated, which help you in the summer to not sweat so well, and it looks also good. Isofix for child. You can install two child seats on the rear here, and you have also this armrest, which is very useful because you can put two cup holders there, but you can also rest your arm around here. Behind the front seat you have also this kind of leather, which is soft everywhere. I like that. Storage space here. I like the fact that we don't have that plastic annoying here. Looks much more fancy. And also I like the fact that the seat in the middle here is quite flat, so even a third person can stay there, and I will show you right now. Let me go inside now. Once you are inside, the thing is that you cannot adjust the seats, by the way, guys. You don't have the possibility to adjust the seats backward or straight or whatever. The seats are fixed. But I want to go behind myself because I already adjust the seats in my driving position before I start the video. And this is my driving position. I'm 173 centimeters, and this is the space behind myself. I have huge amount of space. That's really good. I can stretch my legs on the front seat. If you stay with your legs like that, you probably have maybe 1-2 fingers, but I cannot put my hand under the knee. It's really good. I mean, the comfort, it's impressive for an electric car. And also up here I have like maybe 4-5 fingers. On the normal classic version you will have much more space because this is the Coupé version, you have a little bit less space. But for me, at 173 centimeters, I'm still pretty good here. And the visibility is great outside because they extend this window a little bit like that. I like it. Up here, LED lights. You have the handle, you have the hook, and the quality of the roof here, it's quite good. You have a textile soft material. And let's don't forget this beautiful panoramic glass roof, which looks so nice. Now here in the middle, you have some vents, very useful. You have here heated seats, free position, and you have also the climatic system, which you can kind of adjust from here. And a little bit lower, you have two USB-C ports, super useful these days. Very useful. Now, if I want to go in the middle, guys, I can go without any problem. I can also stay almost with my legs together, so I still have some storage, some space here on the legs and on the head in the middle. It's a little bit tighter now. Here I really have 4 fingers. Stretch my hand completely, left and right hand. Yeah, as a comfort, I would say I can stay in the middle without any problem, so it's pretty fine. Nothing to complain here. For short, medium trips, no problem. Now, I want to show you the dashboard, but I want to put the contact on so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, just like that. This is the way it looks. Very similar with what we use us with in the last years. Also very similar with the new L-Rock. Which you already saw on the channel. It looks really good, really modern, simple, but in the same time they make it very practical because we have so many physical buttons. There are so many physical buttons on the center console, on the steering wheel, and even on the screen. The functions that you have on the screen, they're easy to adjust and easy to change, but overall the lines, the design look good, and yeah, it's pretty modern. Plus they use very good materials, and everything seems to be very well built, and that's important for me. So yeah, as I said, Skoda in the last years grow a lot. Now here in the front we have this window which is double glass from 2 pieces, one small, one big, but the visibility is great also in the mirror. The design of the door, it's very similar. On the rear here we have soft material everywhere, as on the rear you have this carbon fiber effect which look great. Then ambient light, the handle, the speakers here, Canton speakers, the sound is pretty good. Plus you have this button to open the trunk. Storage space here, very good. And here in the front you have textile material inside the storage space, which is great because you're not going to hear the things moving around there. Here you have some light reflector, and here we have the physical button for electric adjustment on the mirrors, heated mirrors, folding mirror, and also the buttons for the windows and lock, child lock right there. Entrance is big, very, very big, and this is the way it looks in the front. You can see also the same material on the seats, kind of a sporty seats on this Sportline version. They have side support and also shoulder support. I love the fact that they have shoulder support. Headrest is nice integrated there, and also you have very extended side support and the same combination of Alcantara with ecological leather on the side. Here you can set the manual that put the position of the electric seats, and you have also massage on the seats, massage function. If you press this button you can activate it, and then you have also adjustment here, electric adjustment for every single position. You can adjust it from here. The pedals, aluminum pedals on the Sportline version. Also under the center console you have some storage space there, extremely useful storage space. I really love it because you can add a lot of things right there. Here we have a button from where you can open this area where you can put different items here, quite nice. And then here you have the buttons, physical button for the light settings, so you can turn it on and off. Here it's an ambient light which look great in the night, some carbon fiber effect, some chrome, and then everywhere soft material. This is the leather, ecological leather, like on the seats and doors. And here you have this also kind of a nice rubber soft material everywhere in this area. Anyway, let's go inside. Also, I can start the car one more time. You don't even need to press this button, even though you have this start button here. Once you press the brake, the car knows you are inside and it will turn on the system and will be ready to drive. Good visibility around the windows, very good visibility in the mirror. And also the A-pillar is not that big, it's quite small, so you have a good visibility from here. Clever for the tickets and telephone number when you leave the car somewhere. You have also a speaker here, speaker on the other side, and of course you have this great head-up display, one of the best head-up displays, kind of augmented head-up display. So when you're driving, you can see right here, you will see direction left and right where you have to go. So it's so cool. I like it. Then of course manual adjustment in the steering wheel, up, down, forward, backward, super easy. You can adjust the steering wheel. Love the steering wheel. I have to tell you, I really love the grip. I love this perforated area. I love the grip here and here and here. The way it looks, it's super modern and nice. Sport line. You have Škoda here. You have also physical button for different functions right here. Voice command, heated steering wheel, the tracks and the volume. You have those pedals here and here. So from here you can basically change the recuperation. Let me put it in drive to show you. You can change the level of recuperation there. You have 3 levels of recuperation, level 1, 2, 3. So you can see from here, while you're driving, you can move. So you can kind of brake from them. If you want to brake while you're driving, you are in D mode, for example, and then you can choose the level of recuperation and then it will restart. Or you can put it in B mode, because you have D mode where the car is rolling, or you put it in B mode. It's kind of a one pedal drive. It's not one pedal drive, but kind of a one pedal drive. The recuperation is much more stronger, so you can press the acceleration and play with the acceleration. We will talk about in the test drive video about that. Behind here is the stalk to set up the autopilot and all the safety features. Here on the right side we have some buttons for the safety features. So if you press this button, you can go directly to the travel assist. For example, you can switch between travel assist, adaptive cruise control, and speed limiter. I will leave it to travel assist. And also you can also see some information there on the digital cockpit. It's a small one, but you can get the most important information right there in front of you. So yeah, it's pretty cool and very useful. I would say you don't need more than that normally. Good. Up here you have a handle, good quality here, as I say before. Also you have LED vanity mirror, quite nice and big. Here you have the mirror in the middle, which you have a very good visibility. You can see for yourself. Very nice, very tiny edges, and it also doesn't bother you too much. It's quite small, so you have pretty good array right there. Also microphone, SOS button, LED lights up here, and then you have info button, service button, and the lights. Pretty simple. I like that. Keep it simple. Also very nice integration of the screen here. It's perfect positioned. The only complaint in this car until now is the fact that I don't understand why they put the screen straight and not tilted to the driver. I love to have the screen tilted to the driver a little bit so I can see it. I can have the control. It's fine, but this is something personal that I wish to see in the future. Here you have some carbon fiber, very nice insertion on the dash. You have the vents, manual adjustment, and then here you have plenty of physical buttons. One is for the hazard light, physical, very well placement, lock buttons. You have also the assistance system button. You go to the most important settings of the car. So from here you have a list with all the important safety features like lane assist, speed warning, attention monitoring, drowsiness monitor, front assist, adaptive cruise control, and you can go to every single them and you can set up the way you want it from here. And yeah, you can see also in a different way. The next button is for different driving modes. If you press it, you will see you have a few driving modes from Eco, Normal, Sport, and Individual. And if you go a little bit deeper, you can also customize every single mode. Basically, you can customize only the individual mode. If you go here to adjust, you can customize driving, dynamic, steering, drive mode. So if you go here, you can see you have 2 modes, sport and normal, and drive, normal, sport, and eco. You have exterior engine sound if you want to make it sound somehow that the people know you are there. For the electric cars, it's a regulation. Adaptive cruise control and air conditioning. So from here you change. I like the fact that you change it very easy, the different driving modes. This is super convenient. The last one is the park, which will open the 360 degrees camera. You can see from above. You can also see the side camera, the rear camera, the front camera. So from here you can basically see what's going on around the car. Another button is for the climatic system. It gets you directly to the climatic system, and here you set up and you move around and you choose to have more air, less air, whatever. And here you find also this button for windshield defrosting. So if you press this button, it will defrost the windshield, which is very useful in the nighttime. And other than that, you have all these settings for the climatic system around here. Here you have the maximum and rear defrosting, so very good shortcuts. And also here they still keep this volume controller, and also from here you can turn off the multimedia screen. We will go to multimedia in a second. Let me finish down here. You have two USB-C ports. You can wireless charge your phone right here, which is super nice. It's a very well placement here, and you still have another space here on the right side. Two cup holders. You have the gear selector here, drive, B mode, reverse. You don't have a park button. If you want to put it in park, you just pull this handbrake. And then you have some coin place, some storage space here. The armrest is great. I love the quality, also in the same leather. You have huge amount of storage space here. Plus you can take this out and you have another storage space down there, just like that. And you remember that in the trunk you have that plastic here that you can put around here. Quite nice. Also in the glove box you have huge amount of space. I like it, and it's also illuminated, which is very good. Great, and there you have the vans again on the passenger side. Anyway, this is the screen. It's a huge screen. I like it. I like the fact that you see everything very well. You have some shortcuts. If you slide from up down, you have different driving modes, different shortcuts for volume, but you can add different other shortcuts if you want, like for example lane assist. Just press done and you have it there. So this is cool, so you can configure it how you want it. You can play with the brightness of the screen. On the upper side you have also some shortcuts, some information for the head-up display. You can kind of customize the head-up display and the position of the head-up display. The status of the car we will get in a second. The data and the consumption you can see here on the long-term, short-term, since start, since charge. Also up here you have shortcut, for example the parking. You have lane assist, you have auto hold as a shortcut. You have also the recirculation of the air, and also here you have the vehicle. So for example, you have the vehicle information here, so you can get to the vehicle data, or you can go to charging data. So you see all the charging info. You can choose how much to charge the car. You can optimize here location, and even deeper settings like battery care mode. So what that's supposed to mean is that the car will basically try to preserve the energy and not charge to maximum. By the way, something very important that I forget to tell you is the fact that the car now comes with bidirectional charging. So the car is capable to send the electricity, so it has vehicle to home, which is great. And yeah, otherwise those are classic settings. On the lower end we have the climatic setting, we have the heated seats, we have the home button. This is the home screen that you can also customize. So you can customize and add whatever infos you want around here. And this is the second page, and this is the first page. Then you have the media. You find all the media infos. You have the telephone information. You can connect your phone, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This is the map, and to be honest, it's much better than before, and I love the fact that it's moving quite quick. It shows you the information, the traffic, the roads, everything around you. You can see also here all the charging station. You can search only the charging station that are fast, and yeah, only Ionity and so on. It's so cool because you have so many options, and if you go to search, you can search for point of interest, or you can search for charging station, because this is our interest, right? So on the charging station you go like that and you slide down and you find all the charging stations around you. It's so convenient. And then once you find the one you want, you just press on it. It gives you some information about it, about the charging station, and then you just press continuing, and that's it.
Please drive to the route shown.
And it's loading also quite quick. Yeah, quite nice map. Then going forward, here you have and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you can connect it wireless. I will make a separate video to show you that, so definitely check out that video. Here we have also the main settings of the car, from updates, legal, service, campaign, you have shop, you have settings here, the general settings with the most important information, date and time, language, units, factory reset, the connection, Wi-Fi, and also mobile device information, and also some configuration. Also, if you go back, we have the sound settings, so you can kind of change and adapt depend how you want it, and the volume and so on. Then we have also the user, service scheduling, power pass map. It's a map with all the charging stations, so you find here all the charging stations around you, which is so useful. So you can see right now, it's just, you will see only, yeah, look at this, all the charging stations around you, and it's so easy to use it. And you can use it also like the navigation, right? So it sends you back to the navigation. So it shows you the charging station and it sends you to the navigation. Good. Then what else? Climatic system, LoRa. It's just a voice assist that will use ChatGPT in the future, like intelligence, artificial intelligence. Air conditioning here, you already saw it. And that's it in general. I think I show you everything. I think I show you almost everything, guys. You can also edit things around here, but yeah, it's kind of perfect the way it is. You have all the information that you need without having super extra info there that will bother you, or you will try too hard to find them. But anyway, guys, that was the video. I hope I cover almost everything. I don't know if I missed something, ask me down below. I will be happy to answer you. Also, from my point of view, man, in the last years, Skoda grows so much, the quality materials, the multimedia system, the driving feeling. Now I think Volkswagen Group, with this new platform and with the improvement that they did to those electric cars, I think it's a big competitor in electric world. And I think Skoda Enyaq and Enyaq, they're phenomenal options to go for electric car these days. And I really recommend you to go and test drive it and see if and tell me, then come back and tell me if I was right or not, because I think there are amazing cars and lovely car. Another electric clean option to ride the streets. So yeah, that was all, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from this video. If you find it useful, if you like it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will help me a lot. Anyway, thank you very much to all of you that are watching my videos. Stay safe, and of course, we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.